at a combined weight of 470 pounds, Doug Summers and Willie Charisma.
Okay, wrestling fans, match 2 today on Mid-South Championship Wrestling, coming to you from Greenville, Mississippi at the Washington County Convention Center. Ted Allen here with Cactus Jack. Our second match today, the Lost Generation against the team of Doug Summers and Willie Charisma.
And it's shaping up to be a very interesting matchup indeed. You've got the brashness, the youth, and the vigor of the Lost Generation against the experience of pretty boy Doug Summers and the awesome charisma of Willie Charisma.
Yes. Now, what we know a little bit about the Lost Generation, we've been seeing them here on Mid-South Championship Wrestling, and to my knowledge, they are undefeated in the United States Tag Team Tournament eliminations so far, and they have shown an awful lot of good teamwork and a lot of abilities thus far. They pulled off a couple of major upsets, and they continue their winning ways, and so far so good for the team of the Lost Generation.
As we look at a couple of reversals, here's Anthony Micheals reaching the ropes. I think you got to keep in mind, Ted Allen, that last upset of what you speak of, the one over Darkheart and Tracy Smothers, well, they had a little bit of help, didn't they? It seemed like Tracy Smothers and Darkheart weren't really meant to be a tag team, and they had a problem that hopefully will be resolved on our next match. But right now, we look at Anthony Micheals and Willie Charisma trading arm bars.
Right, and the tag, and here comes the veteran Doug Summers into the ring.
That's Doug Summers out there, and I'll tell you, Doug Summers, I was listening to say, you got to look for that chop because he can sting it in there with the best of them.
Doug Summers, a few years back, was one half of the AWA World Tag Team Champions with Playboy Buddy Rose. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Who do you think you're talking to? Of course I remember that. They are known as one of the best tag teams of the 80s. And I'll tell you what, Doug Summers may have lost his tan, but I don't think he's lost any of the ability that made him one of the best teams. And with a partner like Willie Charisma, well, I don't know that much about young Mr. Charisma, but if there's anyone who can show him the way, it's Doug Summers. Reversal.
Nice move by Charisma.
And an arm drag.
Arm drags Devereaux, and he's cleaning house here on Mid-South Championship Wrestling as the Lost Generation take a powder.
Look at the fans up in arms here. They love this young man with the awesome charisma, and he seems to have a little bit of talent to go along with that charisma. The Lost Generation seems to be just that, a little bit lost right now.
Willie Charisma showing his stuff here on our second match today. Mid-South Championship Wrestling coming from Greenville, Mississippi. We have really got a great crowd as they keep filing in here. A lot of real friendly folks here in Greenville. A lot of people came up, said they had been enjoying the show, and they said it was some of the best wrestling that they've seen in a long time, and they're real excited about Mid-South Wrestling.
You know, there's a lot of nice people out there. There's also a lot of mean people in the audience that said, Cactus Jack, we want to see some blood and guts. And Ted, I hate to skip the process here, but I got a match in my mind next week against Abdullah the Butcher, and I'm going to make all those mean people happy with a lot of blood. And when Abdullah gets out there, a lot of guts too. As you see Doug Summers firing up on the offensive.
Right. Summers not showing a tremendous amount of scientific, but he's getting a good, he's really getting his licks in on the Lost Generation.
I believe, Ted, that science is vastly overrated when it comes to professional wrestling. We're not out there with Bunsen burners and beakers. You're out there to kick some butt, and that's what I think Mid-South Championship Wrestling, and right now what the Lost Generation is all about.
Well, I know for a fact that the fans here in Greenville, Mississippi, like Cactus Jack, they have been all over you tonight. They were anxious to see you get in the ring with Unabomber a few minutes ago.
Well, I think it's my smile. It's kind of it kind of attracts them.
I agree. It might be your charisma, just like Willie Charisma.
I wish I had that kind of charisma. Look at him. He's taking chop after chop, but he's fighting it off strictly on charisma.
And Charisma out of the way, and a nice arm drag takedown once again to Anthony Micheals.
I'm going to tell you a true story. This young man came up to my door, Jonesboro, Arkansas. At a hotel room, he delivered a pizza with everything on it and asked me, Cactus Jack, how can I get into the world of professional wrestling? I gave him a couple of phone numbers, but I'm not going to take the credit because apparently this skinny young man with nothing but charisma has made it to the, not to the top, but he's made it to Mid-South Championship Wrestling and would very much like to be on top. Whoa!
Oh, super kick. Nice move by Micheals.
A couple more kicks like that, Ted, and he'll be back delivering pizzas with his jaws sewn together.
Exactly. He won't be eating too many pizzas, that's for sure.
Unless it's through a straw.
Punch in the midsection and a nice neck breaker.
They're showing some teamwork for a couple of kids who look like nothing but a bunch of spoiled babies. Putting aside their great wrestling talent, they seem to get along pretty well in that ring.
2 count as Doug Summers comes in to break it up. Devereaux.
Christian Devereaux using the same tactic that Doug Summers just using just a few minutes ago and using it very successfully. Willie's having a rough day out there.
And it looks like it's not getting any better as Devereaux is really opening up on him here.
It's opening down, and I think that Willie Charisma's pancreas is shutting down right now.
Right hand by Anthony Micheals. Micheals snap mare on Charisma and dropping the big leg.
A big leg drop will take something out of you. If I was Micheals, I'd be going for a cover right now. When you're in the U.S., here he goes, but it's a little bit late and a little bit sloppy. See, Ted, when you're fighting for the belts, you got to reserve that energy.
Fans, we got to go to a commercial. If anything happens, we'll tape it for you and show you back.
Bang, bang.
We will be right back.
Hey, folks, 665.
Okay, fans, nothing, no pinfalls, no submissions here in this tag team match here on Mid-South Championship Wrestling with the Lost Generation taking on Willie Charisma and Doug Summers. No pinfalls, no submissions. We're about 8 minutes or so into the match.
That may be true, Ted Allen, but in this chess game that is professional wrestling, it seems to me like the Lost Generation. Whoa!
Nice drop kick by Charisma.
He's going for a quick one right here. If it was me, I would have made the tag, but it's not me. It's Willie Charisma, and he opted instead to go for the glory. And, Ted, this is a tag team. It's a team sport. If anybody deserves to be in there, it's Doug Summers.
Really? Charisma, though, in his haste, he saw an opportunity there for a quick pinfall, and he's a little inexperienced, I guess you'd say, Cactus.
I think it's youthful vigor as we see a suplex and a good one applied by Anthony Micheals. Now he's going to go for the cover, but once again, good, Doug. Kick him in the head. I think that's what you'd call a warp you on the head hold, isn't it, Ted Allen?
Exactly. Exactly. Christian Devereaux with a good hard chop. Another one to the reddened chest of Mr. Charisma, and he follows him in with a spinning back kick.
It seems to me like Mr. Devereaux must have some kind of martial arts background, either that or he watched a lot of Kung Fu when he was a child.
Well, I did hear him say something about Chuck Norris an awful lot, so...
I heard him say something about snatching a pebble from his hand, and I didn't know what he was talking about, but it's all starting to make sense right now.
Once again, the tag by the team of the Lost Generation and Anthony Micheals back in.
And this is the point in the match where if Willie Charisma can't get over to his corner, the match could very well go to the Lost Generation, which I have to believe, as a wrestling insider, it will anyway.
Summers, who's wanting in the ring desperately. There's an attempt. There's a nice small package, but only a 2 count.
That wasn't as large a package as we saw applied to Unabomb, but it was a pretty well-sized package anyway.
Medium size. Once again, Charisma trying to get to the corner, but...
And he just spit on Doug Summers.
I can't believe that. Summers firing in, but the referee, Mark Curtis, is putting him out, and double teaming taking place by the Lost Generation.
Hey, Mark Curtis got a lot of respect within the wrestling industry. If he says a wrestler stays out, they stay out. Big cross body. He won.
Almost. Another 2 count. Charisma trying to come up with some sort of pinning combination here. Another super kick. A nice move by Devereaux. Summers wanting in so bad he can't stand it.
I think you should just run in. There's a time to listen to the rules, and there's a time to save your partner. If I could scream loud enough, oh, get in there, then maybe he'd hear me, and we'd have a different type of match in our hands.
Micheals, tremendous power slam.
At this point, Ted Allen, they put a lot of big power moves on young Mr. Charisma, but to everybody's surprise, he's kicking out and looks like he's coming up. He looks like he's coming up.
He's really digging deep, Cactus. Hard right hand.
But I think he must have wasted so much energy digging deep that I don't think he's got any left now.
The rear chin lock applied by the Lost Generation.
Makes it very tough to breathe when you've been out there 10, 15 minutes like these guys have, taking a beating. It's awful tough to get that wind in, that oxygen you need so bad.
Wrestling action still going here in Mid-South Championship Wrestling. Lost Generation against Willie Charisma and Doug Summers. Charisma trying to get over there to tag his partner. Lots of good action here. High back body drop by the Lost Generation.
It looks to me like Charisma can just reach up right now.
Oh, it's so close. I don't know how he kept from tagging.
See, as great as this Lost Generation thinks they are, they cannot continue to give moves like back body drops in the general direction of Doug Summers, because Summers may just reach out one of those milky white arms and make the tag by surprise.
Devereaux laying the boot in. Looked like it might have been a thumb to the throat.
You know, I don't like these Lost Generation boys very much personally, but I got to say I like them a lot as a team. They're showing me a lot of things I didn't think they had. But right now, Willie, get to your corner, by golly. Get to your corner, tag
there
your
he
man.
comes. Here comes Doug Summers. All 4 men in the ring now as Doug Summers laying those chops in.
A rake to the eyes puts an end to that. Let's see what Devereaux, they got something lined up. Double knockout, and out goes Summers.
Summers outside the ring. What are they going to do?
It was a very brief flurry by Playboy Doug Summers, or Pretty Boy Doug Summers. But we'll see if he can get back in and change the outcome of this match, because right now it's not looking too good for Mr. Charisma.
Devereaux on the top rope with an assist from Anthony Micheals. Oh, flying elbow. Cross into the middle of the ring and the 3 count. 1, 2, 3, the Lost Generation. Anthony Micheals and Christian Devereaux are your winners in our second match today, coming from Greenville, Mississippi, the Convention Center here on Mid-South Championship.
Doug, what are you doing?
Summers had enough. I guess he got upset with his partner. Summers is not the kind
Christian, the Lost Generation.
But you got to understand, Ted Allen, I see where he's coming from. I was in that same position.
I tell you what, it's never a slow start when Meekin Brothers in the building. We come all the way from California looking for some talent, and so far we haven't found nothing. I hear you got all the greats. You got Cactus Jack. You got the Rockin' Old Express. Well, let me tell you, young is better, and we're here to stay. That's right, baby.
I am.
Hey, he's not politically correct, and I'm not quite mentally right either. So bring on the Rock and Roll Express.
While he's out there.
Bring on Cactus Jack. Bring on all these old fogies. Because I got one thing to say to all of them. That's the past. Step into the now, my friend.
Anthony and Christian, the Lost Generation, victorious Mid-South
I think I'd like to step into his liver. What do you think he is? How old does he think I am?
Okay, fans.
15-minute time limit. In the red corner, from Beverly Hills, California, at a combined weight of 459 pounds, Anthony Micheals and Christian Devereaux, the Lost Generation.
Oh, the Lost Generation, Ted.
Their opponents